Hello?
Hello?
Hi, Mom. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight.
It is unbelievable that you would do this to us.
Mom, it has nothing to do with you.
Nothing to do with me. I'm your mother. It has everything to do with me.
Mom, how old am I? How old am I? How old do I have to be before I can live my own life?
She needs somebody that's sitting and feet out. Addressing somewhat like that.
That's what I think it's going to be New Orleans sort of violin connection out.
Yeah. My dad's been watching these modern kind of development of New Orleans, kind of following kind of a couple of different people that are like musicians. Really good. She needs to find a sitting and fake out. Exactly. Yeah. Somewhat like
Well, I think it's got to be New Orleans kind of violin connection.
Well, my dad's been watching these modern kind of development of New Orleans, kind of following kind of a couple of different people that are like musicians. Really good.
I grew up in that Roman Catholic home as a child, knowing only the catechism, knowing only the teaching of the Roman Catholic Church. And because I loved the Lord, and because I wanted to do something for Him, I wanted to give Him my life, I didn't know of any other way for a Roman Catholic girl to give her life to God other than entering a convent. I'm through going to the confessional box where, naturally, I'm under the influence of my father, confessor, the Roman Catholic priest, his influence over my life. One day I made up my mind, through his influence and one of my teachers in the parochial school, that I wanted to be a little sister. At that time I thought of being a sister of the open order. But as I went on into this, up until the time I took my white veil, 16 and a half years of age, everything was beautiful. I really didn't have any fear in my heart whatsoever. Everything was taught to me was seemingly along the line that I had been taught in the church before I entered a convent. And so one day, after making up my mind to enter a convent, I remember that particular day, two of the sisters came home with me from school. They were my teachers. And when we arrived at my father's home that afternoon, our father confessor was in the home likewise. I often say when I was a little girl, children were seen and not heard. You didn't talk when you was a child, at least you didn't in my family, in my home, unless you were spoken to. And I remember I listened to them carry on a conversation, and then I moved over close enough to my father to ask him if I could say something. And that was a bit out of the ordinary, and he permitted me to talk, and I said, Dad, I want to go into a convent. And I'll tell you, that priest took it up quickly. He had already been influencing me. My father broke down and began to cry, not because he's sad, but he's very happy. My mother came over and took me in her arms, and she too wept tears. She was very happy. Those were not tears of sadness, because I think her little girl was giving her life to the convent to pray for lost humanity. And naturally my family were very thrilled about it, and I was too. But anyway, I didn't go for about a year after that, and then the time come when I got myself ready, and my mother prepared things for me, and so I entered the convent. They took me, and we didn't have a place close enough to my father and mother's home, so I think they took me around 1,000 miles away from home, where I entered a convent boarding school. I liked about 3 months being 13 years of age, just a little girl. I look back on it now and think, my, homesick, I was so homesick. Why, my mother and daddy, they stayed 3 days with me, and when they left, I became so homesick naturally. Why shouldn't I? Just a baby away from home. And when I was a little girl, you know, I had never spent a night away from my mother, and I surely had never gone any place without my family. And naturally, there was a close tie in our family, and I was very lonely and very homesick. But I'll never forget after Dad and Mother told me goodbye, and I knew they were traveling a long distance away from me, and I never realized in my heart I'll never see them again.
Never my stepdad, or my real dad. My stepdad gave me cocaine the first time, shot me up with cocaine when I was 17 on my birthday. He said, "Here, I heard you talking that your friends do coke. I don't want you getting any bad shit. If you're gonna do it, you can do it the right way the first time." And he stuck a needle in my arm. And that was 17 years ago. He has since hung himself. He was forced by the law to go to a detox in Prince George because of his violence towards his girlfriend. He ended up hanging himself in that detox on the 4th day. He couldn't handle his reality as well. That's why he was using all his years, because he didn't like how he felt when he was sober. He carried a lot of guilt over his past, and I inherited a lot of his guilt, and a lot of my mom's guilt, and guilt of my own too, right? But it's no way to live, man. If there's a message that I can pass on, it's you know, as rough as it may seem, you know, the life that you're living, man. You know, just think of somebody that's. Think about, you know, if you feel like doing something wrong, tell yourself what, you know, ask yourself if Jesus would do what you're considering you're about to do. Would Jesus do that? And if the answer is no, you don't think Jesus would do that, well then it's probably not a good idea you do it. And you know, just strive to be the best you can be every day, man. You know, I mean, it's kind of a hypocrite thing to say because I don't. I sure wish I could muster up the self-worth and the strength to carry myself through. Tom's asked me to just reiterate some of the statistics for Vancouver's East Side. And from what I know, like the bit that I've heard is that has the number one crime rate per capita in all of North America. It has the highest murder-suicide rate per capita in all of North America. It has the number one car theft. Surrey, I think alone, which is part of Vancouver, has the highest car theft. There's more. It's got the most amount of. It's the highest for a 4-block radius. It's got the most amount of drugs, heroin, cocaine, crack cocaine. Then I don't think there's anywhere in the world you hear about the Bronx and Detroit and the inner cities, all this. There's just nothing like this. There's 4 blocks of Vancouver's Hastings East Side, man. I've seen people die. I've seen people shot. I've had guns to my head. I've been stabbed 5 times. I've had chains, bars, table legs hit over my head, my face. I had a bar over my eye there yesterday. You know, this here was a knife went right through my arm, cut my whole bicep out. Yeah, many things. That's the drug world, right? That's the life I chose. That's the path I chose down here, right? And there's always consequences. Like I can't remember who said, but for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. Murphy's Law, I think it is. Yeah, there's no way to live down here, man. If you're looking for a quick way to fucking meet your maker, this is it. Find Hastings. If you're looking for life and you're looking for happiness, follow your heart and help someone out. Give back. You know, return what God has so freely given to you. Start back into my addiction. I know that I'm throwing away everything that's important to me, and I know that makes me feel sad, right? So I think everybody, when they have a stressful moment, they have what's called a nervous tick, a nervous twitch. They'll do something, a nervous habit, like they'll twiddle their thumbs, or they'll play with their hair. Me, I do this. When I'm nervous, I search around for like little shaving bumps or whatever, just a little like blackheads or whatever. Even if they're not there, when I'm high, I can feel the slightest little, even a pore, and I'll just try to pinch something out of it. And after you pinch the skin, it's irritated, so it swells up a little bit. And the next time I put my hand, then it's a real bump there. Oh, there must be something. So I pinch and squeeze and pinch and squeeze, and my hands are dirty, so it causes infection. It's bad, eh? When I'm high, I don't really realize I'm doing it. It's all subconscious. People have to tell me, hey, Seamus, stop doing that.
Redneck rapping down there in the hills. You better recognize it because it's my homie right here. We're going to start it like this. Buddy go, buddy go. Yeah, uh-huh. With D-O-double-G, well now that's my name. Because I'm working with the demon number, that's my You better recognize it, cause I dug up in the house. I don't come from a north, I come from a myself and don't want it in the juice. Put it in my doggy walk up in the house. When I came if you're gonna get fed, cause the doggy do it, gonna do it like this. I'm a doggy. With the lady, I'm a doggy. I make a bitch go crazy, doggy. You better recognize it now, cause this is the homie and we're gonna get down. I'm a doggy, and it goes like this, doggy. When you can get pissed, I'm a doggy, and it goes right now. We the kind of person and we don't give a damn. I'm a doggy. Yeah, I'm a doggy, and it goes like this. I'm a doggy. Better recognize it now. We motherfuckers and we don't give a damn. I'm a doggy. What? Yeah, recognize it.
We would rather go broke and die hungry than to give up our moral beliefs.
I feel like that voting God and voting faith is more important to me than voting for free money or voting for a handout.
I'm going to stand up for what I believe in, even if I go broke doing it.
We're not going to be pushed over. We lost the war. That's true. But we're not going to be pushed around. We're not going to back down from what we believe. And like the tag on the front of my truck says, the South will rise again.
My dad's been watching these modern kind of developments of New Orleans, kind of following kind of a couple of different people that are like musicians. Really good.
Look around, look at me, white folks say you're gonna kill that nigga day. Like nigga baby, black feet and shiny eyes, black old wolf born and away beneath the road. Want to turn that nigga around, then knock him in the head. And the white folks say you gotta kill that nigga dead. You better kill that nigga kid. Always got good cigarettes and a pistol in my bed. Now that nigga around there. Oh, the white folks say you better kill that nigga kid. Some white folks get a hawk a minute. Some don't get so very much in it. All of the diggy daggy eat the meat of the morning. Some don't get so very much in it. All of the diggy daggy eat the meat. Stop in the morning, I'll be free. Hear my hammer ring, you hammer ring. Well, don't you hear my hammer ring? Let your hammer ring. I said I'm ringing in the bar. Let your hammer ring. I said I'm ringing in the bar. Let your hammer ring. I said I'm ringing for the cow. Let your hammer ring. I said I'm ringing for the sergeant. Let your hammer ring. I said I'm ringing for the steerer. Hammer ring. Well, and I'm ringing for the corner. Hammer ring. I believe we ring for everybody. Your hammer ring. I believe we ring for everybody. Let your hammer ring. I'm gonna tell you about my hammer. Let your hammer ring. I'm gonna tell you about a hammer. Let your hammer ring. We're about a killing me hammer. Let your hammer ring. We're about Kelly made hammer. Let your hammer ring. I say the captain's going to Houston. Let your hammer ring. I say the captain's going to Houston. Let your hammer ring. He coming back by the Ramsey. Your hammer ring. He coming back by the Ramsey. Let your hammer ring. He gon' bring my partner. Your hammer ring. He gon' bring my partner. Let your hammer ring. He gon' give us both a hammer. Let your hammer ring. And we going in the bottom. Your hammer ring. We're gon' walk to the live oak. Your hammer ring. Don't turn and walk away. Let your hammer ring. We're gon' walk to the gopher wood. Your hammer ring. We gon' walk to the gopher wood. Your hammer ring. Steady the word we say so. Your hammer ring. With that ring on the hammer. Your hammer ring. We said ring on the hammer. Let your hammer ring. With that ring in this bottom. Your hammer ring. Well, don't you ring in this bottom. Your hammer ring. I didn't God told Nora. Your hammer ring. About a rainbow sign. Your hammer ring. Will there be no more water? Your hammer ring. Will there be no more water? Your hammer ring. I'll be for you next time. Your hammer ring. Will be for next time. Your hammer ring. That we destroy this world. Your hammer ring. That we destroy this world. Your hammer ring. When Nora, Nora. Your hammer ring. Wouldn't remember what I told you. Your hammer ring. About the rainbow signs. Your hammer ring.
People quite often are unreasonable, illogical, and self-centered. Love them anyway. If you do good, people may accuse you of selfish alternative motives. Do good anyway. If you are successful, you will win some false friends and true enemies. Succeed anyway. The good you do today will be forgotten tomorrow. Do good anyway. Honesty and frankness make you vulnerable. Be honest and frank anyway. The biggest people with the biggest ideas can be shot down by the smallest people with the smallest minds. Think big anyway. People favor underdogs, but follow only top dogs. Fight for an underdog anyway. What you spend years building might be destroyed overnight. Build anyway. People really need help, but may attack you if you help them. Help them anyway. Give the world the best you got, and sometimes you get kicked right square in the teeth. Give the world the best you got anyway. People sometimes attack you because you are an actual participant. Participate anyway. Some people say we can't have a fucking party. Let's have a fucking party anyway, motherfuckers. Call the Vigilante Theater. The number is on the wall.
See, my sitting and feet out. Addressing.
Yeah.
Somewhat like.
That's why they fucking
No more, my Lord. Lord, I'll never turn back. No more. I found in Him may rest and play, and He have made me glad. Lord, Lord, I'll never turn back no more. Jesus, say, man, I am looking for. Can you tell me where he's gone? Go down, among flower yard, and perhaps you may find him there.
Well, I don't know what will happen now. We've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop. I don't mind. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And he's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. You are here tonight to demand that Memphis will do something about the conditions that our brothers face as they work day in and day out for the well-being of the total community.
It isn't by size that you win or you fail. Be the best of whatever you are. And when you do this, you've mastered the length of life. This onward push to the end of self-fulfillment is the end of a person's life. Now, don't stop here, though. You know, a lot of people get no further in life than the length. They develop their inner powers. They do their jobs well. Do you know they try to live as if nobody else lives in the world but themselves? And they use everybody as mere tools to get to where they're going. They don't love anybody but themselves. And the only kind of love that they really have for other people is utilitarian love. You know, they just love people that they can use. A lot of people never get beyond the first dimension of life. They use other people as mere steps to which or by which they can climb to their goals and their ambitions. These people don't work out well in life. They may go for a while. They may think they're making it all right. But there is a law. They call it the law of gravitation in the physical universe. And it works. It's final. It's inexorable. Whatever goes up can come down. You shall reap what you sow. God has structured this universe that way. And he who goes through life not concerned about others will be a subject victim of this law. So I move on and say that it is necessary to add breath to length. Now, the breath of life is the outward concern for the welfare of others, as I said. A man has not begun to live until he can rise above the narrow confines of his own individual concerns to the broader concerns of all humanity.
Whites and blacks need to be separated. I don't agree with race mixing. Let them set up their own state where they belong and give them their own homeland.
America is at turmoil, and we're lighting crosses to let people know that America is at turmoil right now.
We do not protect our race and protect our people. They're going to destroy us. They're going to kill us.
White power! White power! If you want to be in the Klan, fight for the Klan. I fight for it 7 days a week.
We do not protect our race and protect our people. They're going to destroy us. They're going to kill us.
For God.
For God.
For country.
For country.
For race.
For race.
For clan.
For clan. White power. White power.
You have to wrap them, and you have to put some white baling wire around them.
Klansmen, behold the fiery cross.
Nowhere related. In my opinion, I think black people evolved from animals, and I believe that we need to be separated. Whites and blacks need to be separated. I don't agree with race. He's going to start it. He's going to start it. I fear it. I feel it. I feel it coming on, and it ain't just me. It's just I
mean, yeah, I got a lot of hate.
It's going to be another war in this United States of America.
So even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day Down in Alabama with its vicious racists, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification. One day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted. And every hill and mountain shall be made low, the rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope. This is a faith that I go back to the South with. With this faith, we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together.
He knew economics was the next level, and that got him killed more than anything else.